welcome back, everyone. The Random Man is here to play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time we we almost lost in the what is it, the Valley of Torment?
Yeah.
We did, but then we reversed time, and then I just bum rushed the main villain. And we won. And now here we are talking to, Rodrigue. I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna call him Felix.
I think if we'd just gone over to where Rodrigue was going to spawn, we probably could have.
Had I remembered he spawns there, I probably could have just rushed the army downward, and then it would have been easier, but...
Yeah. Oh well.
Looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and...
So anyway, I started blasting.
Well,
Yeah.
I am truly grateful. And you. I have you to thank as well.
Do you think anyone actually believes that Dimitri's dead if no one was allowed to see the body? Well, propaganda only goes so far. Especially when they said, or when they acted like there was going to be a public execution.
Yeah.
We're all fortunate.
Well, we are in your debt. I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix.
Okay.
You have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
Rodrigue v. Felix.
I'm afraid
1v1.
there's much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom, or some nonsense.
If you know that much, then the rest won't take long. Enemy or not, it's undeniable that Cornelia's plan was nothing short of genius. After seizing power, she invited the Imperial army to Ferdiad. There she reorganized her troops and then sent soldiers to hunt me down. Because of that, we were forced to act defensively, and now we're being forced into a difficult battle. She's been controlling the situation all along.
So that's been the witch's plan from the start. I should have killed her ages ago.
Your Highness, Ferdiad is in a terrible state right now. The tyranny is unbearable, and so the rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness, we should change course for Ferdiad and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
Wasn't that the plan anyway?
We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire.
And when you go to Enbar and Edelgard's not even there.
So much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
That depends.
Silence!
Who's stronger?
No, Dimitri. You will hear me out.
Are you asking me? Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
No.
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the kingdom capital over the imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Do not dare to put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips. Until I offer up that woman's head, Father will remain a slave to his lingering regret and hatred. Even
Well, now aren't you just putting words in the mouths of the dead?
As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues.
Alright, who's got a lamp?
You are my
Gonna knock him out.
our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow.
I won't.
But Your Highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge and yet along the way lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind. I nearly forgot. Take this, Your Highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eretvar, the hero's relic once wielded by my father.
The very same. I
Looks like a
managed to
pipe,
steal it back
but
from one
it-
of Cornelia's underlings in Ferdiad.
That cannot be that effective a weapon.
It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor, May I request something of you?
What?
I wish to fight at your side.
Senile already, old man? Who will protect our territory?
I was supposed to say, hey,
I expected
Rodrigue, new party member?
So I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise.
You have a
to my
younger
father.
brother? Felix has an uncle? What promise?
A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago. Now then, Your Highness, let's destroy the Empire together.
God damn
My
it.
men and I will spare no effort.
We're really just gonna go straight for that instead?
This will save the kingdom.
This seems dumb. I mean, he doesn't need this.
Yeah.
Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy's stronghold.
We're really just going straight for Enbar first?
Geography of Fodlan.
I know it pretty well.
You must be aware that the kingdom and the empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains, right?
Yes.
Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the fell king Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
What if we just blew a hole through
To
it?
infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
Should we go west or est?
West.
Going west?
I believe that may be difficult. After all, the western region of the kingdom is already loyal to the Empire. Perhaps we should consider going east, using the route
We
that
chose
passes
wrong.
through Alliance territory.
The alliance is currently split
We
in
should
two.
have gone
Those who
est.
stand with the Empire and
Instead
those
of
who are
east.
against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose.
Woo!
We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Murden in Alliance territory.
I know we're basically going to be doing the same thing no matter what, but I would have thought there'd be some differences here and there.
However, the
Great,
Great
now
Bridge
we're
of
gonna go
Murden is
fight,
far northwest, and it is also closest to the monastery.
I
I
forgot
believe
his
you crossed
name
that bridge 5
again!
years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I forgot his name again! What if the Empire and the Alliance both
I'm
die?
afraid it's a possibility. But
It is not a possibility. What do you want about?
Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan.
House
and
Regan's
request
pretty much
cooperation.
winning that war. Gloucester's losing. Why?
Claude
Because
House Regan is the
Gloucester
leader of the
sucks
Alliance and is
ass.
firmly against the Empire.
Yeah, it's Claude
The
leading
enemy
as
is
well.
Our enemy. In other words, hopefully, a friend.
are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
No.
I am. If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
Then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
of course, if we get blocked in by the Alliance, we'll have to fight our way out. That means you'll have to cross blades with your old schoolmates.
If you do not wish to kill familiar
I'm trying to figure out why there would be a three-way conflict here.
corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
See, I understood it when I was playing the Golden Deer route because Dimitri's fucking insane and out for blood at this point, and Edelgard's our enemy.
Task at hand.
But from the perspective, why the hell would Claude fight us? Claude doesn't care. Like, Dimitri's gone insane and is just out for pure blood. That's it.
Yeah.
But Claude doesn't actually have a reason to fight the kingdom.
Other than to maybe stop a lunatic.
Azure
Well,
Moon.
yeah, sure, but...
The rose-colored river. The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
As you can see now, it's a very different... Getting a different description than what the background shows. But I thought that was a neat little like addition. Like, hey, this was set up, but now shit hit the fan. So it's like a PowerPoint presentation, but you have to tell people the wrong thing. Bing.
Even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it?
Define.
I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway?
Adventure of Rodrigue when I couldn't sleep.
It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you.
For insomnia? Okay, we're joining Felix's dad for looking around because insomnia.
I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty.
Isn't he
Dead.
Yeah.
He was killed 9 years ago in Tusker.
He's dead.
All that
Thanks for
determined
reminding me.
him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since, and I don't blame him.
Oh.
No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back.
That you
That's
know
why
of.
their memory clings to the living.
That you know of.
The more they were loved,
I'm not going to explain what that means, but
the more suffering they cause.
there you go for just some
I've never
ominous
found a strong
words.
enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness.
We never actually got a chance to see his side of this, though. So it shows Rodrigue actually feels regretful for what he told Felix. Even though those words were basically what motivated Felix for the rest of his current life. Like, so far. Those words alone have basically driven Felix to be the person he is. Not in a positive way, but you know.
Which you are. As adults, it is our responsibility to scold him and help him find his way again. I come off as so self-important, but really, I'm just a failure of a man.
Rodrigue for playable character when.
Professor, I entrust the
Rodrigue for Smash Bros. When.
to you.
I won't let you down.
You are a brave one, aren't you? One worthy of leading the Church of Seros, I dare say. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdia. All I ask is that
I
you
mean,
continue
I
to
have an
rein in
intention of
Cornelius'
insisting
desire
that.
for revenge.
Because it's smart.
Now then, we have received House
What-
Regan's consent.
What Dimitri's doing is just
For us to
dumb.
depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and
I don't
across
care
the
how
Great
edgy
Bridge of
you are, you're not just going to get to win.
Territory. You are not afraid, are you?
This ain't some Naruto Sasuke bullshit, alright? Being edgy doesn't make you powerful up until 5 minutes before the end of the show.
No need to worry. Don't you underestimate the power of my soldiers.
Being edgy
I'm
only
glad
takes
you
you
were the
so
one to
far.
lead the Blue Lion House, Professor.
Shonen proves it.
I mean that.
Okay. Like, Dimitri's edgy, but Felix, I don't know, he's just dedicated. Oh man, Saint Indek.
Music speaks to the heart.
Can't
It's
remember
more
which one
powerful
Indek
than any
was.
weapon. It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
E and E plus.
Still a long.
Some great units there. Is it also... Okay, Index the other one. Index the one that's not that important. Like, right, it's Keyhole and Cephaline that are the other important ones, along with Saros. Dimitri accepted the gear of the King of Lions from Rodrigue and became a great... Wait, didn't he already have Great Lord?
No, I think he only had regular lord.
Oh.
This will do.
Well, his armor looks less edgy.
Yeah.
A lot more brightly colored. Looks nicer. Can we get a look at what Great Lord does for him? Okay. Charm and lance, fair. He hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Time to go exploring, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the... No, not resting. That's not what I want. Battle. It's a parallel. Oh, hey, we can finally do this one. We'll get a shield for that. And yes, it shows Rhea there. Rhea is not in the battle. Rhea is currently occupied. She is preoccupied with her current predicament. Okay, so now we've got probably quests. Yes, we do. Who has quest? Who wishes the talk? Have. It's Gilbert.
The current he harbors a loyalty.
I don't care.
I
you
have
want?
a request. I have
Okay.
a
Some
request.
fish.
Ah,
Okay.
do we have the fish?
Thank you very much.
There you go. We got all this renown, but it's completely useless because we're not, like, cheating. We're not using New Game Plus cheats, so the renown is basically worthless. The only thing it does is you use it to upgrade the statues. But that's why I played on New Game Plus, was to have the statues. The only reason I did that is because, well, because I wanted to at least play on a higher difficulty, you know, to give some kind of... Because,
Challenge.
yeah, normal mode's, like, really easy. Like, honestly, I played through normal mode first playthrough. I didn't have all that much trouble. Though I did also give myself a hindrance. Basically, I wasn't allowed to use the fucking, Divine Pulse. So yeah, if anyone died on my team, I just restarted the map.
So the ultimate divine pulse.
Pretty much. It didn't actually happen that often, though. Eventually, plus I was playing on, like, because you're on normal, you can grind as many fights as you want. So my characters were pretty overleveled. Because I just got to the point that I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm just going to keep doing missions because I can. I'll be honest, it's probably a more entertaining way to play on normal just because you can actually keep fighting. Because with, like, hard and nightmare or merciless, whatever it's called, the problem is you can't freaking keep fighting. So most of your time spent at the monastery. I mean, I guess if you like dicking around the monastery, that's great, but if you enjoy the fighting more, I just recommend playing on normal. Not specifically for difficulty, it's just, you get to actually do the combat. Like, normal, absolutely, it's a joke, like, difficulty. That's what it is. But... And the main reason for playing on casual and not classic is because I knew about monsters, and seeing how our team was doing, I knew we were not going to survive the first monster encounter. And we really wouldn't have. Had we kept playing on classic the way we were going, we would only have about half our team. We wouldn't have Lysethia, we wouldn't have Felix. I think we also lost there. I think we lost Ingrid.
Yeah.
We lost pretty much everybody. Like, we lost half our team. We wouldn't have Ash. That was not gonna fly. That was not something that was gonna fly at all. That did not work out. Oh, we have supports.
Got a few.
A few, yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you hear, Caspar? There's been another theft in the pantry.
Oh no.
Come on, we can't waste time arguing about it like last time. We gotta catch the guy. There he is. Corner him, Ash.
I've cut off his escape routes. He's all yours.
You're not going anywhere, you dirty thief.
We We did it! He was pretty nimble, but no match for the two of us together.
I guess, but I didn't think our thief would be so...
Yeah, I never would have guessed a cat this big could sneak into our pantry.
So, what do we do with him?
We? Weren't you the one barreling on about striking the culprit down last time?
Do you really think I'm gonna attack him? Why don't you try your genius plan instead? Go ahead, talk it out. Let the cat explain himself. I doubt you'll understand a word the guy says.
I guess neither of us has the right solution here. So, what are we going to do with this? Oh!
Huh?
And now the cat escaped.
Hasn't quite escaped. It's trying to.
Looks like
Never mind.
he gave us the slip.
He sure did.
Well, after a daring escape like that, I guess there's no more we can do.
I'll teach him a lesson if we ever catch him again.
Caspar, you're picking a fight with a cat.
Error of his ways.
My guy.
I've got an idea of my own.
I get
so
that you
guess
kind of
I
have
better
height
find
insecurities, but
Is that a challenge?
picking a
Well
fight
then,
with a cat is
best
not the way to
man
do
wins.
this. Man, I miss Linhart. Wish we had Linhart. Get those Linhart Caspar conversations. They're great. This isn't a weird group. Screw it.
Something the matter? Your heart does not seem to be in your training today.
I'm sorry. Something's been bothering me.
Idle thoughts do hinder training. Tell me what bothers you.
You were sworn to protect the royal family. But when we met 5 years ago, you weren't in the kingdom capital. You were in Garreg Mach. What could have made a great knight like you abandon his vow?
That is difficult to explain. You are aware of the tragedy of Duska? When the king's party was massacred 9 years ago.
I am. It affected me too. My brother was suspected of being involved in the attack. And so the church,
Forgive me. That must be a difficult memory.
Why are you apologizing? It's not your fault.
I disagree. Had I been by His Majesty's side on that day where I was sworn to be, perhaps His Majesty would not have lost his life. And all would be different.
Is that why you left Fargus?
Yes, you may laugh, but I feel I was responsible for everything.
I would never laugh at something like
That is funny.
But I do think you should have seen
But
things
you
through
can't
to the end.
you can't laugh at
Even
mass
if you had
murder.
to endure dishonor for a while.
I feel
you
like
could
you're
have
the one with the
restored your
problem
name.
here.
I'm sorry. That was inconsiderate of me. I got carried away by how much your situation resembles my own.
You were adopted by Lord Lonato, correct? I once told you that I wish to protect one thing other than my king. And that is my family. My wife and my daughter, both of whom I left behind in the kingdom. Lord Lonato took up his sword for his son, even if that meant turning his back on the goddess. As a father, I cannot condemn Lord Lonato for raising an army.
But he
Yet,
raised it against the wrong
perhaps
person.
he too lost sight
That
of
was his
what
problem.
should be protected, just as I did.
I don't understand what you mean. What should Lonato have protected?
You, Ash, because you are also his son.
You're right. I think I know what I need to protect now. It's been staring me in the face all this time. I don't know why I couldn't see it. I'm Lonato's son. His pride and his wishes are my inheritance. Those are what I should protect.
I see. Ash, you will be an excellent knight.
It's too early to say that, but I'm willing to learn if you'll teach me.
It would be my
I mean,
pleasure
we'll be a
to
great
oversee
knight,
the training of
probably.
the new generation.
I hope. Either that or a chef. Oh, thank God. You know what? We'll leave that for next time. So next time we'll get into the Catherine and Shamir conversation, and then proceed to feed everybody. Oh, well, that's nice. At least someone takes the place. So yeah, see you guys then.
Later.